Have you ever felt so exhausted and stressed that even the things that you normally enjoy just lose their spark? Well, you're not alone. Being a GM is one of my greatest joys, and it's an amazing creative outlet. Under normal circumstances, the prep time between game sessions is fun. It's something I look forward to, but sometimes life just throws everything it has on us and we're simply overwhelmed. Game day turns from an event into a deadline or even a chore. So today we're going to talk about identifying burnout, handling it, and preventing it. Ready? Let's go. Hey Flams, my name is Aviad and I make videos to help game masters craft the best experience they can, while keeping their mental health in check. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It occurs when you feel overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to meet constant demands. As the stress continues, you begin to lose the interest and motivation that led you to take on a certain role in the first place. For GMs, this often makes it harder to think of new ideas and prepare for upcoming sessions. Our prep depends on our imagination, but it's a lot more likely to hit a writer's block when we're constantly exhausted or stressed. The source of the burnout differs from person to person, so your mileage may vary. For some, it's the constant pressure to perform or meet everyone's expectations. Maybe it's built up frustrations from players that constantly foil the GM plans, making it impossible to predict their next move. Maybe it's not related to the game at all. Whatever the case, it affects every aspect of our life. I'm currently in the middle of a very stressful period, which stems from semester finals. At least it's the last one, right? Anyway, I felt it creeping in a few weeks ago. It started small. At first I postponed my prep a little. I usually have a couple of prep sessions before game night, so they merge into one. Then it was pushed further and further, sometimes 2 days before the game, a day before, even on the same day. Eventually I arrived at the session with about half of what I usually have in my prep notes. That's when I knew. I felt horrible, like I was wasting everyone's time and disappointing them. I ended the session early and felt like I had to apologize. Later that night I sent a message to both of my game groups. I told them how I feel and that I need some time to sort everything out. They were super supportive. So if you're going through burnout right now, I want you to know that it's okay to feel that way. It doesn't mean you're a bad GM. As a matter of fact, I think it actually makes you a better GM for being worried about it, because it shows you care. But you should also take care of yourself, you know? We can't go on to no end with no regard to our own mental health. After all, this is a game, and we all play, and games should be fun for everyone. So here's what I want you to do if you feel the burnout creeping on you. Open your favorite messaging app and write to your friends. Hey guys, there's something I want to share with you. I'm under a lot of stress, and that means I am unable to prepare for the sessions like I used to. I need some time to sort things out and rest. I appreciate your support and look forward to playing again after this break. Or, you know, something along these lines. Maybe one of your players can take a turn GMing while you're on a break, you know? Could be a fun change of pace to be a player if you haven't done so in a while. If your players do start GMing, send them to watch my videos. When you're on break, try to deal with the source of your stress. Find some balance in your life. I'm not a psychologist, so please don't take it as medical advice, but I've noticed that I tend to get burned out more in times I don't work out or sleep enough. Also, communicate with your environment. No man is an island, and when we're burned out, we often isolate ourselves without noticing. So try to reach out to the people closest to you. They'll appreciate your honesty. You are valuable and important, and things will look better. Especially after 2020. What a year, right? Is this thing even on? I hope things don't actually get worse, because people will go back and laugh at my optimism. I'm sure they would though. So you've recognized your burnout, took a break, and now you're back to it. That's brilliant. But how can we prevent GM burnout from happening? Well, short answer, we can't, because it's not always up to us. But there are a few things that might help. If you're homebrewing your campaign and feel like prep time is taking too much of your energy, you can get some help from a module. There are plenty of great adventures out there. Some are surprisingly adaptive, so they work really well for most campaigns with minor adjustments. That way your players won't have to make new characters and you could just keep going with a little less to worry about. Modules do a lot of the work for us, and you can read them even if you don't feel as creative. This is a good solution if you know your upcoming weeks or months are going to be extra stressful. Another tip is to change the gaming schedule. I used to run games every week on Thursdays, but then I started running for another group on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday. Thing is, I couldn't plan the Thursday session before the Tuesday sessions played out because that's not how my brain works. Whenever I try to prepare for the Thursday session on, say, a Monday, I just prep more for the Tuesday session. On accident, but, you know, I couldn't help it, so I spent a big chunk of each Wednesday on a game prep. A lot of weekdays. It took me a couple of months before I realized this, plus my schoolwork, plus job, plus YouTube is a little too much. Like you can tell, I have a history of biting off more than I can chew. So we dial it back. Now we play every other week, which still means I run a session every week, but that I know I can handle. It's important to know your limits, and sometimes the only way to learn is by trial and error. I know it feels bad to cancel a session, but it's better than losing sleep over them or arriving unprepared. And here's the thing. You don't actually have to cancel meeting your friends just because there's no session. You can still hang out and watch a movie or play a board game or whatever floats your boat. You do you, no judgment. If you're going through burnout or recovering from it, try to remind yourself what made you love this hobby so much to begin with. Try to reconnect with your funds of inspiration or find new places to draw from. Books and video games are my favorite source, but there's a lot of wonderful movies and shows. Inspiration is out there, my friend. It's never too late to find a new love. These are hard times we live in right now, so I feel this subject is more relevant than ever, and I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments about your experience with burnout. It might help other people that are going through similar things. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video over here, or a few more videos that you can watch. And if you feel like chatting, you can join our Discord community. We'd love to have you. You can find the link in the description below. Until next time, friends, you are awesome, keep being awesome, and I'll see you beyond the screen.